Hello again, my beautiful Leos. Well, I already did one for Gemini about how the other person feel, and I decided to make two more today. So I'm gonna do the Leos and the Sagittarius. All right. So let me explain you a little bit how I did it. So it's a little my own organization here. So we have how the person feel at the surface, how the person feel at a deeper level. Um, I like to do both because sometimes there is unconsciousness about how we really feel related to exteriors influences. Okay, so sometimes we're not able to really go deep, but those cards gonna do the job. And then we have how the action following the feelings, how they talk their action, like how the action are coming out from their feelings. And we have the outcome here. And guys, that's a long outcome because I feel like that's very heavy here. I don't think it was only our outcome. I think that something needed to be shown to me. So I guess it is here, but the outcome is here. So it's very strange. But as I told you, it's really how it comes and how angels want to talk. Okay, all right. So let's start, my dear Leos. Okay, so again, it's the interest of your love. It might be not your husband or wife, or it's really who your heart is longing for. Okay, so really think about that person. Um, but it can be your relationship as well. So it's really like it's a general reading. So everybody has their own state of mind. And so I'm gonna try to talk to everybody. And remember, if it doesn't talk to you, it was not for you. It's only made for people that really need it, okay? If everything is fine for you, well, happy you and lucky you. But those are really for people that are in need of answers, okay? This is why the card are drawn, for answers that were asked. Sorry. Okay. So how he or she feels at the surface. Okay. So this is the Queen of Swords. Can be a man as well. Okay. So the Queen of Swords has a feeling, all right? As a feeling, it's a she or he is in control of their emotion. She's a queen, okay? Really in control of her emotion. I would say a master of control. She protects her heart from further pain by keeping a cool head. This is a head card. It's people that's very concentrated in their head more than their heart. It doesn't mean that they have no emotion. It's just like sometimes they need to do that to not be hurt, okay? Yeah, she certainly have walls. This is walls all around. Doesn't want to be vulnerable by expressing her feelings. But as feeling, she's very likely one who can discuss them by intellectualizing them, okay? Not very emotionally giving them away, but more in an intellectual level. So it's someone at the surface that appears with guards up, very guarded, okay? So it's not someone you can really read. Yeah. Sorry, one second. say? Yeah, she can appear superior or kind of I know it all person. She can come off to others as cold and arrogant. Um, she's a good ruler. People fear her, but also accept her reign, her power. She's a survivor. It's a survivor. This is why she or he appear like that. He's a survivor. He went through a lot. Okay, and that makes him or her feel secure, because we often say people that have like the hardest shell are the most emotional, the most tender people, and I think this is what happened. This is the carapace here. This is the shell, very hard shell here. Okay. Yeah. It's kind of feeling aloof and calm. The sword she is carrying is dividing her heart. Her or his feelings for you are most likely there, but she won't or he won't come out and say it, or will say it in a more intellectual sense that you might maybe not even understand. But this is the way they express themselves, because they cannot really. They're afraid. They're very afraid. They are guarding their heart, and there is not really a way to get into it unless they want you to come in. Okay. And then the inside, what's happening there? Look at all this mechanism and planning and knowledge, and it's a lot of doing here. Behind the very hard shell, this is what's happening here. It's a very fiery, and I would say still intellectual, like it's a thinking heart, I would say. Yeah, this person feels strong, masterful, and solid. They may not reveal the fullness of their emotion, but they do have them. It might be a person that's older than you or wiser, because there is kind of a protection kind of feeling, fatherly or motherly thing here, as their love expression. Yeah, it's a serious consideration for commitment. It's someone who plans ahead. You can see it. Who already know what he or she wants. They're very aware of their feeling for you, and they know why. They are ready for more, and he could ask you to marry him, actually. This is the emperor is a feeling, as feeling indicate loyalty. Loyalty, very strong feeling, not shown, right? Well, this is the fire under the ice, I would say. Boosted. All right, that's the fire under the ice, like literally, I would say that. Really, really planning what he wants to do or she wants to do with you, like calculating, very calculating. It's not dishonest. It's calculating to not be hurt. It's really, but there is a feeling here. There is a fire. Like there's a wanting a commitment, wanting a love life with you, and very loyal person, very loyal. And I think it's yeah, maybe they feel vulnerable if someone knew how deep they were and how loyal. In this world, we don't really value anymore those kind of things, and that's too bad because it's beautiful. All right, how this person is walking or put their feelings in action. So we have the Page of Swords reversed. So it can be someone younger too. So we have older or younger, so it's extreme. Might have a tendency to stick his nose or her nose in where it doesn't belong. A little, a children kind of, like a child, sorry. Very curious and intellectual and all right. It points to difficulties in communication. It's someone who's not able to say what he or she means and mean what she or he says. You guys, you need to look at the deeper meanings behind the words, okay? Because this person might appear awkward, kind of, but because he or she can strikes you as a braggart or a big talker. Sometimes this is just nervousness, guys. This is nervousness, and you should give them a chance. This is what the cards say. It's nervousness. Don't judge. Don't judge easily. This person can be a very good talker, but apparently they're not a good talker when they're emotional. But it doesn't mean that they are not sincere. Okay? And then we have the Queen of Wands here. It's the feminine energy of the element of fire. So I understand why you're attracted. She's not afraid to demonstrate her power to others. She doesn't shy away from a challenge. She's a strong leader, focused on her desire, intending to get what she wants. It's a strong mind, independent, and able to take care of themselves and sustain their own creative vision. Even if there's adversity, they know what they want and how to get it. Well, you can see it here. There's a mechanism of calculating and how to make things happen. So they are very confident on how to make things happen. Very talented people, very fierce. Focus on their goal. Very optimistic with those around them. The downside is she can be sometimes stubborn if she pursues a goal for too long and burns herself. She's not invincible, but it's hard for her to be not invincible because very confident people She has a fiery, passionate personality with a quick temper. She may be known to get all worked up, yell and scream, and then give you a hug, all within a space of 1 hour. But it indicates that this person might actually get to their goal. They're close to it. Because they're gonna stick to the program and continue sacrificing until until they have reached that goal. They're stubborn. It's very lot of self-discipline and self-control to answer to get where they want to be. Ah, okay. Well, that's really what it is here. Okay. Now that's a little more difficult part here that really, this is why I drew more card, because look at that. Burdens, suffering, fear, feeling not enough, feeling left in the cold. And it's completely contrary by how they feel. So I don't know what happened, but there's fears, burdens, it's very heavy. Now, I don't know why it's that heavy, unless it's for both of you guys, because this is the outcome. You both are going through the stage, or it's actually very heavy on that person. This is depression, guys. This is depression. Even if you see that coldness, this is where this person is going through. This is, for example, seeing the glass half empty instead of half full. Pessimism. Fear. But this is a 10 here, so it's a completion. It's a completion of suffering, so they're done. They're finished with that. But that was a lot. So I don't know, it's different situation. I don't know if it's the other person that have all this heavy, or you both have it. But man, what's happening here? It's like you guys maybe love each other, but nobody is able to talk or say anything. I don't know. Yeah, well, I will put that in the same. I don't think I need to go deeper in all of those. But yeah, this is when it starts to be better. So I had to draw more cards because I didn't want to stay on that, okay? I'm sure, like, in life, every event's past, so what happened after, so that person is getting more calm. So you see, it's still agitated, okay? But this person is getting control, little by little, and staying calm here. Then we have the strength, so the strength is back. Okay? And then we have the chariot. So the chariot is pulling your, okay, those horses are kind of your mental energy, is pulling those two horses that are going in different ways together to go in one direction. So it's putting yourself together in a certain way. So it's you putting yourself together, or that person is putting themselves together. And then we have the Nine of Swords. It's gonna be the Nine of Coins or Nine of Pentacle. Okay, call that both. Yeah, This card reinforces the isolation present and blocking out the rest of the world. So it's like still a little bit of depression here. It's like becoming the prisoner of your own possessions, you know? It's being hard to yourself. So it says that you must keep your dream alive. You may be questioning your own ability to put all of the energy necessary into your dream. Yeah, it's like looking at a deep psychological resource for insight into your personal development, as well as a mystical or mystic look into who you are becoming. So it's becoming more spiritual here, very spiritualism. So all of that just, it's awakening. So it pushes you to do a search, spiritual search, all right? It means that it indicates that you are close, or he is, or you both. I don't know how to say that because it's like energy are mixed here. Um, it indicates that you are close for reaching your goal, but you have not yet met it. Okay, so as a result, you may want to stick to your program and continue sacrificing until you have reached that goal. Yeah, I think it's his thinking. He's very positive after all of that. Like he he got strength, he got calm, strength put together, and he still believe, or she still believe. Very strong. Like really want you guys. Can say the outcome, guys. The judgment and the word. The word is a completion. It's a completion about this situation. Okay. It's a green light from the universe to race forward with confidence in the beauty and value of what you have to offer. It's a green light, kind of. So it's a relationship that is possible to work. You need to be aware of your surrounding, seek spiritual assistance. You may be, yeah, but this is just, it's kind of the same with judgment. It's you may be faced with a difficult decision. But if you look inside yourself, you know the answer. You know the answer. Listen to yourself. It usually comes in your reading when it's time to heed your highest calling, to lift yourself up, and to transform your life. It appears when the time has come to be honest with yourself. Determine the best course of action and rise above the challenge. There's no negativity or fear in judgment, because it's not about judging others or negative judgment against you or your action. It actually deals with, what it actually deals with is honesty. It's being honest with yourself and others. Hmm. Yeah. You have to lift up past hurts and mistakes. Forgive them. Forgive them. This is a learning process. And let them go. There are some hurts that will hurt deeper and mistakes that will be more unforgivable. But judgment wants you to let the past go and put them to rest. Past is past. It's time to move on. Okay? It can also mean that you are judging or you are being judged. All these accusations and suspicions are weighing you down. It will appear. This could appear also when it's a troubled relationship, and it needs time to repair itself and heal, kind of. Yeah, in the future, since it's an outcome, it means the elimination of misery, pain, and guilt from your life. It means waking up from your days and finally seeing clearly. It means it's time to close this chapter and move on to the next. It's a transition, kind of. Let me talk a little bit about the word here. You need to find inner balance and harmony, that success will be yours, and then success will be yours, okay? Inner happiness and healthy self-image. Yeah, you see this woman on the planet. She's just relaxed, she's naked, she's comfortable in her own skin. Yeah, you have beaten the odds and deserve all the praise, guys. Oh. There's a lot of suffering here. Again, the future is not written in my card, okay? You are making your own future. Nothing is written on stone. You have possibility in what I'm seeing here to move out of this relationship or whoever you are waiting for or looking for. Or you have the possibility to get in. You have two options. You always gonna have option. It's your own will, okay? We are making our life by our own will. God gave us that. it's really up to you in this situation here. Really up to you. The world is just telling you, just choose the decision where you feel comfortable, where you feel like this woman. Okay? But in both cases, the relationship, well, I'm doing a reading about how the other person feels about you. I didn't do a reading about how the relationship is going. So the outcome of how this person feels is there. Now to tell you if it's the right person or not, this is all your decision. But if you want to know if this person loves you, yeah, it does. This person loves you. But the question is, do you love the way this person loves you? Do you think you could make a life with this person, with this kind of love? Or do you feel like you need a different love? That's kind of the real question you have to ask yourself here. Maybe do a try. Maybe not. It's all your choice. But this person loves you for sure, but they have a very difficult way to express it. For sure they have work to do. And they're certainly going to. Because there's a spiritual path here. So you might take time, maybe later on, you might catch up with this person, but they're gonna have to do some spiritual work here. There's kind of an instability here. But they're gonna have work to do for sure. So now it's all your decision. It's all your decision. And I feel that, you know what, you might be the reason of their awakening. So you anyway had to be in their life. You had to be in their life because this is a transformation. Or both of you had to be in connection together and have this kind of transformation that will lead you to another person and happiness, or to happiness, both of you, but after your work is done in both sides. This is what I feel, guys. All right, Leo, thank you so much. And give me a thumb up if you like it. So as I was saying for the Gemini, I might incorporate that every month. If you like it, let me know and I will keep it up as well. Thank you so much and enjoy your month, okay?